Hello everybody, this is Shady here, and today we're going to discuss some really exciting news. So, yesterday, Konami announced that they're continuing their relationship with Blooper Team. I don't know why I said relationship, I guess partnership with Blooper Team, and they announced that they're doing, the way they described it, a new game and an existing IP, which obviously, there's only one pretty obvious thing they're going to do, isn't it? Obviously, they're going to be doing another Silent Hill remake. It's pretty obvious. After the success of Silent Hill 2, both critically and commercially, it's pretty obvious. I'm going to say it. I think it's pretty obvious it's going to be the first Silent Hill game. Because there's a number of reasons why, obviously. You can't really do 3 because obviously 3 is actually a sequel to 1. So it would make sense just to do 1. Also, Silent Hill 4 isn't quite as fondly remembered, or even though I like the game a lot. That's kind of like the black sheep of the Team Silent games. So I think that probably will happen eventually, but yeah, it's definitely going to be Silent Hill 1. Obviously, maybe it'll be something else, but I just don't see them doing anything that isn't Silent Hill. These are horror game guys. That's their bread and butter. And it only makes sense to do it. And I'm really excited. Silent Hill 1 is amazing. Obviously, they had to do 2 first, really, because that was kind of like the most popular game in the series. And also, I think they needed to kind of... they needed a hit, really, didn't they? And they needed something that was going to get people excited. I think Silent Hill 2 was that. And obviously now that they've kind of, shown that they can do a good Silent Hill game, both Blooper Team and Konami, it only makes sense to have them do a remake of the first game. It would be stupid to hand it over to someone else. I think it would be too much of a risk. I'm really excited. Obviously, the best part about this is obviously because Silent Hill 1 is a really interesting game because obviously it was a very late PS1 game, and it was kind of made by a team of kind of misfits in a way. These were guys who weren't doing the best at Konami, so they kind of put them into a team, and originally they were meant to be making almost more of an action game, but then they kind of sort of secretly made it a horror game. The whole story behind Silent Hill is awesome, and it's a really interesting game. Obviously, it changed the whole landscape of horror, and obviously Blooper Team in particular, I think it's obvious they're massive Silent Hill fans, especially after playing 2, which was incredible. I loved how what I liked about 2 is obviously visually it was amazing. Gameplay wise, pretty much improved everything. All the kind of modern conveniences you want. I like how it kind of expanded on the town. Like, I like how we had a lot more time around Silent Hill itself before going into the apartment complex and doing all those other bits. And I like how you had kind of that one major puzzle that you had to kind of solve to get to the next area as well. Like, you were in one section, you had a puzzle, and you kind of moved on. Obviously an expansion of what the games did originally, and it's just really cool. The only thing I would say is my issue was obviously the original Silent Hill 2 was known for having combat that was basically pointless because you could just avoid most enemies, and you could just hoard loads of ammo and stuff, and felt like they overcorrected that to the point where there was way more combat and enemies than was necessary. And I would say for Silent Hill 2 or Silent Hill 1 remake, they should not do that at all. Stick closer to the original in that regard. Overall, really excited. Obviously, Silent Hill 1 is interesting because it got remade as a movie, and then we also had Shattered Memories as well, which was kind of like more of a reimagining of the original game. So I guess technically this is the 3rd remake, really. So obviously, don't expect it for a few years. It's not going to come around the corner. This is literally just an announcement of their next project. Like we said, it's definitely going to be Silent Hill, I think. and I would imagine they haven't actually said that it is yet because they probably don't have anything together yet. I would imagine they want to get some kind of trailer or something together first, to work on something before announcing it officially. But yeah, it's going to be cool. Yeah, there's no way it will be, because I heard a few people thinking it might be Castlevania, and that's not going to be the case because, yeah, there's no way they'll have these guys do Castlevania. You don't get horror guys to do fucking Castlevania, come on. And then, yeah, so other people thinking they're going to jump straight to 3, but that makes no sense because you need to do 1 first. They will do 3 after that, I think, pretty obviously. Yeah, it's just cool to have Silent Hill back anyway, you know. We still got, what was it, like Townside and F, and I think there was another one still to come, so cannot wait for all those. But yeah, obviously, you know, the thing with the first Silent Hill is, yeah, this is a game that really changed, like I kind of alluded to earlier, kind of changed the whole landscape of horror. It kind of took elements of, because obviously Resident Evil and previous horror games have been more kind of Western kind of inspired in a way, and this was definitely, it felt like much more of a Japanese horror to it, much more atmospheric, and you know, you got that fog, the iconic fog, which was interesting because that was a thing that was made specifically because of the limitations of the PlayStation, but are now like the thing that the game is known for in the series overall. So yeah, it's just going to be awesome to see. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll see something by the end of this year. Yeah, some kind of little trailer or mock-up or something. But yeah, anyway guys, thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.